I just come up with this new idea I'm gonna try out. It's jambalaya for one. And you say jambalaya for one or two, you know. We're gonna cook a jambalaya in a grease trap liner. Believe it or not. I've tried it before, I've done it. It comes out, it works. A lot of times you want to dirty a pot or something. This is something easy. You bring to wherever you're going. You cook your little jambalaya in this. When you're through, throw it in the trash. You're done with it. So y'all just follow along. I'm gonna show you some neat stuff. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our wet paper towel, we're gonna throw it right there. Plait it down like a pancake. Then we're gonna put a cut board on it. It don't slide no more. Huh. Then we're gonna take this Blackstone knife, watch this. Ooh, boy, them things are sharp, ain't they? We're gonna get us a chicken thigh, and we're gonna slice it little pieces, just like that. I like the chicken thighs instead of the breast. You could do this with the breast if that's all you got. But I like the darker meat. To me, you got a little more flavor, got a little more fat on it. It's all about the flavor, I think. Y'all come on here and watch this. We're gonna get a little oil. Pour a little oil on here. Oh yeah. We're gonna. Y'all hear that sizzle? Now we're fixing to cut up this sausage. I love sausage. We cook a lot of different, well, we actually make a lot of different sausages here in South Louisiana. Any kind of sausage you could think about, we make it. This is a Mandarin, which is a real good sausage. Now I'm gonna cut these in little pieces like this. Y'all can see all the seasoning in this sausage. It's super good. So what I'm doing here with this sausage, cutting it thin so we can fry it. There's always got a piece left over, so you know what you do with this? You cut it in half and eat the other piece. Good. Now I'm gonna take this cutting board, come over here right beside it, and put me a little more oil in here. All right, we're gonna dump this on here. Get this sausage frying. Probably wipe this down a little bit and work on some crawfish. And the crawfish is already cooked, done in the package. So it's gonna be pretty simple. Well, a lot of times we catch our own crawfish down here in South Louisiana, but you can go to the store and buy it already peeled, cooked, ready to go. We're gonna throw about half of this on here. You see all that juice? You don't throw that away, no. Now all we gotta do is let this sit a minute. I'm gonna turn this crawfish a little bit and the chicken. Sausage is about done. Sausage is actually already cooked. And we're gonna let this crawfish cook down a little bit. So we're gonna cut this one up a little bit, and this one. And we're gonna make this get brown. Then we're gonna cut our onion up, y'all. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna try out this new knife right here. Let's see how that works for us. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like to peel this outside layer off. A lot of people don't, they eat it, but I don't like the skinny part. Tastes funny. Okay, we're gonna cut this onion in half. We don't really need it all. Probably gonna cut this in half again. This should be enough. I'm gonna slice this onion this way. Just like that. I like my onions cut thin. Okay, once I cut it this way, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna cut this way. You see how we're making a little bitty pieces of onion? That's the way I like them. They cook down a lot faster this way. This is a lot of difference than the way I normally cook. A lot of time I'm cooking for 400 and 500 people. I have huge pots this big around I cook in. And sometimes it's just a couple of us. So when it's a couple of us, depending on where we're at and what we're doing, and A lot of time I take the Blackstones and go off in my boat. You don't want to carry all these pots and pans in with you. So it's a lot easier cooking a little thing like this. Let's go over here and dump these onions now. I'm gonna put more oil. Oh boy. Y'all hear that sizzle? I'm gonna go ahead and mix all this. Ooh, this is looking good. Little trick I learned a long time ago. You take the water bottle, watch this. Steams them up, it cooks your onions down a lot faster. All right, we're gonna get our seasoning. Now I like to start seasoning, kind of season, you know, as we go. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on here. Let it sit a minute. That's a good Cajun seasoning. This is Bayou blend, and it is just a good Cajun seasoning that Blackstone makes. Okay, y'all, put these onions. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix these onions over here. Put them on here. Now I'm gonna show y'all a little trick. See all this right here? Nothing but goodness, watch it. All the goodness is fixing to come on this pile. That was all your seasoning right there. We'll just let that sit a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one down. Cut this one down. We got these two on low. All right, y'all. The next step is pretty simple, y'all. Set your pans out. We're gonna go 2, 3. Use your rice. Get your rice, okay? Whatever cup you use. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 cup, just a little bitty cup in here. In each one, okay? Now, think about it. Whatever cup you use to dump your rice, you use the same cup to dump your juice or your liquid. So watch this. I'm gonna fill this up twice. 1. 2. Y'all didn't know I could count like this, huh? 1. All right. Once you do that, get you some kitchen bouquet. All this does is a browning agent. Watch what I do here. A little bit. Stir it up. See how it's turning black? Brown? Just a little bit. Now jambalaya is actually something that my grandma and them cooked towards the end of the week. And they used whatever leftovers they had. They had a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of chicken, a little crawfish, whatever they had is what you use to make a jambalaya with. All right, now we fit to go over here and put the good stuff in. And y'all see it's pretty simple so far. 1 of these cups of rice, 2 cups of liquid. A little bit of kitchen bouquet. Oh yeah, I like to stir mine good. Now we done put a little seasoning over there, you remember? Now we're gonna put some more seasoning. Okay. All right, y'all. Now the next thing you do, you put it over here on low heat, just like you would cook rice. We got both of them on low heat. Let's get this one. Got my spoon right here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. Now this is good and cooked. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop a spoon in this one. I got all my blend in here, sausage, a little bit of everything. I'm just gonna kind of even it out some. All right. We're gonna give this a little stir. Stir it up a little bit. I've noticed it's getting hot already. We're not through yet. Now we're going to take a piece of tin foil and put it over the top of it. Just like that. But this is just a lid. You got, usually when you're cooking your rice, you got to put a lid on just to hold the heat in. And it holds all your juices. What happens as the rice is cooking, the steam comes up to the top. And it hits the foil and falls back in it. That way you don't lose none of your flavor. I usually let it start cooking a little while. Let it cook for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then I'll take a knife, usually, and poke a hole right in there. Just a little hole. You don't want that big old hole. Then whatever you got on this side, just cut the burners off. You really don't need these no more. A lot of times you got a little bit of extra left over here, just eat it while you're waiting. Look at that little crawfish. Now we're gonna let this cook about 20 minutes. We'll be back. It's been exactly about this long, 20-ish so minutes. Not really sure, I forgot and walked off, but I see the steam coming out, so I'm thinking we're pretty close, you know. Oh yeah. We got something to eat. Here you go. We're gonna go ahead and lift her. Now, jambalaya is just a staple food we eat in Louisiana all the time. It's made with leftovers a lot of time. You just have a little leftover chicken, a little leftover sausage, got some crawfish. Look at that. This is something easy to do. You can make a lot of it, a little bit of it, however much of it you want. Yo, this is good. The chicken and the flavors, the good Blackstone seasoning, that's just good. And that's what a lot of Cajun cooking is about. Take a little bit of stuff, you had a little leftover sausage, a little leftover chicken, crawfish tails you peeled, throw it all together, put it in a little rice and onions, cook it up on your Blackstone, you got your good meal. Some kind of advice I give to a new dad would be, just be with your kids. Just be with them no matter what. Be with your kids, you know, teach them stuff. Teach them how to fish, teach them how to hunt. Teach them whatever you know. If it's being a mechanic, teach them. You know, and kids love that. They love that kind of stuff. Kids love to be taught. Their brain's like a big sponge and it just sucks it up. And once you learn something, you got it, you know, and that's what I always said, you know, and I still tell everybody to this day, you know. Yeah, when they go on a new job, learn everything you can. Once you learn it, it's yours. You know, you can take it with you the rest of your life. You never know when it's gonna come in handy. Next time on Bayou, I want to show y'all how to cook a stir fry. Not just an ordinary stir fry. This is a Bruce and Janet stir fry. Miss Janet likes to put vegetables in her stir fry. I don't. I'm gonna show you how to do this. It's pretty simple.
Tonight you're cooking with the alligator man.